In August of last year, we returned to school from summer break. The first Tuesday of that week, our small group of 16 would meet for the first time in room 200 Points of View Literature with Miss Tynan.
We were introduced to the Great Michigan Read Firekeeper's Daughter in the first month of the school year, a book that would change the trajectory of the rest of this year. Angeline Boulley's character Donna's Firekeeper and her journey throughout the novel, as well as the 7 grandfather teachings, resonated with our class. The book brought on countless discussions within our group about the real injustices that many Native Americans face on a daily basis. We were particularly inspired when Eric Hemingway of the Odawa tribe in Petoskey came down to our school to tell us about his work recovering approximately 400 of his ancestors over 7 years. The repatriation process horrified us, and we realized how devastating that work was in Native communities.
What we didn't know is that our own Apple Island in the middle of Orchard Lake held the graves of Native Americans, and that our district and school officials had never attended to concerns of those graves being disturbed. Now, as the district is looking to expand programming on the island involving our teachers creating lesson plans for K-12 students, we realized that we need to do research to find out if we even belong there to begin with.
Where were you trespassing on sacred land?
Would we be furthering the disturbance of native graves?
We all came to the decision to abandon our own group project interests and come together as a class to work on researching Apple Island.
While doing our research, we took it upon ourselves to present the information that we've gathered to our superintendent and a few other school officials. Student involvement with the development of place-based education materials for Apple Island is important to us.
But what about the environmentalists to help preserve the 400 trees and plants rooted to Oakland County?
Law enforcement will be essential to regulating trespassing on the island.
Most importantly, local indigenous people to share their perspectives on how to avoid disturbing sacred burial sites, as well as helping people to update on outdated materials.
We have the opportunity to work with a Native center that could provide educational programming on the island and have been in contact with the Nottawasepi Huron Band of Potawatomi to help tell history on the island accurately, as well as adding their input on how we should move forward. Due to a lack of funds and staffing, both groups have been reluctant or unable to come all the way to West Bloomfield to have the opportunity to have their voices heard.
We also have 2 students who have dedicated themselves to creating a children's book regarding Apple Island. They would like to have that book edited and published and make it available to elementary school students who visit the island every year.
In order to pursue our goals for the first phase of our project, we're asking for $5,000 to pay 2 Potawatomi members for the drive to West Bloomfield from Battle Creek, and hourly rates for their time researching Apple Island. We also want to pay them for their time at the first meeting of all the stakeholders involved in Apple Island's future. This money would also pay for catering for this meeting. While this project is local to West Bloomfield, long overdue repair work like this is beginning to happen all around the country. By supporting this project, you would be helping to set a precedent of fairness and equality between indigenous tribes who are robbed of their lands and those who are working to understand how to best work towards reconciliation. This work begins with listening. We here at West Bloomfield High School would like to thank you for your time and thank you for your support. We hope you take this opportunity to make a change.